It's time for the Texas Sportsman. With your host, Fred Rodriguez, and your co-host, Cindy Rodriguez. Brought to you by Capital Farm Credit, the Osiris Gonzalez Law Firm, South Padre Boat Rentals, Corona Premier, and Texas Sportsman Tracking Outdoors Magazine. It's time to go outdoors with the Texas Sportsman. Here at the Texas Sportsman, we love to fish.
There it is. I'm on.
Today on the show, we're fishing the tip of the South Padre Island jetties for sheepshead, and they're a bite. Heck, even Fred catches a fish or two. We're out with Captain Big John Ruiz and family. Stay tuned. A great day of fishing is coming up right here on the Texas Sportsman. Gotta have it. Brought to you by South Padre Boat Rentals. Today on the Texas Sportsman, we're headed east. And we're fishing out of Pirates Landing with Captain Big John Ruiz along with his family, across the bay and through the pass to the tip of the South Padre Island jetty. As soon as we anchor, it's time to start catching with the Texas Sportsman.
There it is. I'm on. There it goes. There it goes. I'm going to flip it over here. Watch out. One. Oh, here to the. Okay, let it down. Here we go. I'll get it. I'll get it. Another big one. Whoa. Good size. All right, what we're doing, folks, we're fishing at the tip of the jetties here at South Padre Island, and we're getting hits here and fishing for sheephead. And you bring it all the way down, count like 3 times, and then they should be on. I got hit there. Fishing today with Captain John Reese and his family. Got my wife over here, co-host Cindy Rodriguez, gotta have it. Okay, Stephanie, you ready to catch some fish?
Yeah.
All right. I think the fish stole my shrimp. Yep. All right, here we go. Coming up. There you go.
It was a bit windy, and the waves, they were crashing on the rocks, but folks still fished on, including us. Don't go anywhere. The fun is just getting started. Texas Sportsman, gotta have it. Brought to you by Capital Farm Credit. Brought to you by Texas Sportsman Tracking Outdoors Magazine.
Well, folks, we got another one here. We're fishing out of South Padre Island with Captain John, Big John Reese, out of Pirates Landing, Port Isabel. This one's hooked on there, and we're gonna unhook them and check them out and measure them. As far as regulations go, they gotta be 15 inches, and right at the tip of the tail, you can go ahead and push it out there. This one's barely over, John. I'm gonna go ahead and let this one go. Okay, it's gotta be, I like to catch them when they're like 15 and a half, okay? The regulations is 15 inches, you can get 5 per person per day. Doesn't matter on the length. So make sure you know all your regulations, Texas Parks and Wildlife. Check them out. There's another one right here. All right.
Good job, Stephanie.
Way to go, Steph. Okay, John, what we're using the rigs here on it, go ahead and explain to the folks watching.
We're using a regular drop rig. I'm running out of weight, so we're tying up about a 1 ounce weight with a hook and top. Using the live shrimp, they just seem to like the live shrimp a lot better. With hook and hole, got one on the front. And then all we do is we drop it down to the rocks. If it hits the bottom, we bring it off that floor a little bit. and just wait for the pull. So all we're doing here is we're gonna drop it straight down.
It's kind of like snapper fishing.
Yeah, kind of like snapper fishing. If you look at that rod tip, shouldn't take that long right there. There it is. See? Here, Stephanie.
Stephanie, bring it in. Bring it in.
That's it. Keep it going. I got off. It's okay.
That feel good? Oh, nice one. Bring it up. Bring it up.
One.
All right. Good one. Hey. Another fish.
Got it?
Yeah. This is a world record, John. Look, Stephanie.
Look at how pretty. Wow.
That's a big one.
That's a big one. How does it feel, baby?
Oh, it feels like a big one.
Oh.
Here we go.
Look at that. Look at that.
Feels like a winner. Woo!
Look at that.
Ah, twinsies.
Yay.
Wow. That's a big one.
It's a huge one.
Good job. Hey, folks, if you're just joining us, we're catching some sheephead, tip of the jetties, South Padre Island. This is the time of the year. You can start in February, runs down to March. Go ahead. Let's get some more. Okay, we are on them. Stay with us. You're watching the Texas Sportsman Tracking Outdoors, fishing with Captain Big John Reese. What do you say, baby? What do you say?
I'm so excited. It's my first sheephead. Look at that.
Awesome.
Beautiful. Mwah.
Brought to you by the Osiris Gonzalez Law Firm. It's been a beautiful day out on the water, and when you're out on the water with Captain Big John Reese, everyone gets in on the action. And we even caught a bonus fish. We're gonna fish a bit longer before we head back in. And whoop-de-doo, guess who? Fred hooks up again.
Fish on. Yep. Another nice sized sheephead. Plenty of sheephead.
Well, it's certainly been a typical day of catching. After all, we're with Captain Big John and his family.
Okay, we having fun yet? What you want to do is drop it down. All the way down, until it hits. Then 2 or 3 cranks and wait for the hit. It's gonna be a light tap. There it is. There it is. Clinic, Texas Clinic on the sheephead. Well, you know, we've been doing this for a few years. That one came off. John, you want to check that one out? It's loose. Watch out with your feet. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
I can see when they come up to my line. Like I gotta be right here.
As we head back on this gorgeous afternoon, we see tons of folks enjoying the view and doing some jetty fishing. If you're ever fortunate enough to visit South Texas, give Captain Big John a call. I guarantee you, he'll hook you up.
You're watching the Texas Sportsman Tracking Outdoors.
Gotta have it.
What a great day of catching sheephead with Captain Big John and his family. It was an amazing adventure. And Fred Rodriguez and the Texas Sportsman would like to say a big thank you to all of our viewers throughout Texas and other states that have followed our adventures for over 25 years. So here's to 25 more. We're so grateful that the Texas Sportsman team gets to do what we love. As we head back in, stay tuned for some how-to from Fred and Captain Big John. Texas Sportsman, gotta have it. And as we head back in, stay tuned for some how-to from Fred and Captain Big John. Texas Sportsman, gotta have it.
You know. Look at that. That's why they're called sheephead. We caught them at the tip of the jetties over there. You know where the jetties are in South Padre? Go all the way to the tip. And just throw your shrimp down there with your hook. And wait for them and right away. We're out there like an hour and 20 minutes. Well, hon, what do you think? How did you like it?
I loved it. It was a challenge. I thought it was going to be harder though, but it was really easy. You just throw the hook down, set the hook when you feel that little tug, and that's it. This is what you get.
Now get Big John over here and the family over here. Come on.
Look at this.
So the other day, Big John and I saw something on Facebook, brother, and I think we're going on 13 years, maybe 14 years that you've been with us.
Yeah, because I saw that post that was it Memories or whatever, like wow, it's 11, and I know we had done a couple of years before that. I didn't realize the time flies so fast. You don't realize it. So it's been a while. You've been doing it twice as long as I have. So.
Great time, Stephanie. You caught a lot of fish, right?
Yes, you did. And big ones.
All good. Okay. Well, until next week, we'll see you on the Texas Sportsman Tracking Outdoors. Gotta have it. Hey folks, you know, one of the main things that you got to do is you got to know how to fillet your fish, okay? And most all the restaurants here on South Padre Island, Port Isabel, they'll cook it up for you. So Big John's going to show us how to fillet a sheephead. Pay attention. Go ahead, Big John.
Pretty much the same way you do in every fish. The only difference on this fish is you got to be real careful because he's got a lot of dangerous parts. You've got these right here that are razor sharp. And so if you grab it from here, you can cut yourself. Obviously, you got all these spines that can hurt you too. You got these two and this one's top. You got to be real careful with those. We're gonna come over here, the top part. Go underneath this right here. Just cut straight down.
You just find that line, huh, John?
Yeah, just find the line, follow it straight through. Like that, all the way down.
Yeah, I've learned to do it little by little. You go down that spine.
Yeah, if you
little
don't,
by little.
you just take your time. You know, there's no rush. A lot of times if you rush, you're gonna cut yourself. Right there, like that. Grab it from here. Just pop this off. That way you don't dull your knife that fast. Same thing with this other side. Find that line. There it is. Just follow it all the way
Make sure
through.
you have a good, sharp knife. That always helps.
Just keep on going.
The sheephead is a very good quality fish to eat. It's, as you can tell, has white meat.
Yeah, it's a very good eating fish. One of our best tasting fish that we have. That's pretty much it there.
There you go, got the ribs
That
out. Toss that away. And then there's a little trick down over here toward the bottom.
Yeah, well, what I just do is I just fillet it out.
Just fillet it out, okay.
Right here, after you cut this rib cage out, a lot of people don't know that. So after you cut this rib cage out, right here you have bones that come down this plate here. So I've seen a lot of people where they fillet it like a trout or red and they leave those bones there. And then later they say, oh, I ate it, but it was real bony. It had a lot of, well, it's because they didn't finish cutting it properly. So right here, same way you do on any other fish, right there. But right here, if you run your finger, Fred, run it through there,
Yep.
you'll feel them.
Feel that bone, yeah.
So all you do is right here, just make the little incision. You can do a little V. It's right there.
Take that guy out.
Take that guy out.
He's got one extra bone in there.
Right there.
And
That's
then
it.
you're left with a good old fillet
That's
there.
all boneless right there.
Awesome, awesome.
The same thing with this one.
So John, the sheephead run, it runs from January till around March?
It runs about the
late
end of
March?
January to March, yeah, late March, sometimes April. It all depends on the weather. You can cut this rib cage out right here, like that.
And as we're
right there's
fishing
the
over there
bones.
toward the jetties with the live shrimp, long shank hook, and with the weight.
And with the weight, correct.
Yeah, perfect, perfect.
And there's your fillets.
There are your fillets, folks. That's how you fillet it there, Big John way. Hey, again, one more thing. If you want to go fishing, you're going to go catching with Big John. Look him up.
Thanks for watching The Texas Sportsman. Keep watching for more exciting adventures with your host, Fred Rodriguez, and your co-host, Cindy Rodriguez. Brought to you by Capital Farm Credit, the Osiris Gonzalez Law Firm, South Padre Boat Rentals, Corona Premier, and Texas Sportsman Tracking Outdoors Magazine. Check us out on YouTube. Texas Sportsman, gotta have it.